Are you aware, does the district plan on providing like accommodations for him? Like, they keep telling me they're transitioning him to virtual. I mean, it's intellectually dishonest to say that physical therapy can be provided virtually. So I mean, that's my point. And so all this stuff is being done. The school is still receiving money from the federal government because of his disability to pay for the services that they are now not providing. So this is getting into fraud. This is all kinds of stuff.
You can't give me the right to be a human being. I'm fine with that right. Now you can keep me from having that if you've got all the policemen and all the jobs on your side.
Thank you for joining me for another video. Please remember to upvote this video, reblog, and share it with everyone you know. And subscribe to the channel on all of my platforms. It's really important to diversify where we absorb our information in this age of algorithms that censor information we consume as individuals. If you're still watching me on YouTube, I suggest you find me on 3Speak, BitChute, Minds, and other platforms such as the Activism News Network on Roku, using the links provided in the description of every one of my videos, and subscribe to my channels on those platforms. I want to bring you up to speed with what's happening with my son and his battle to take advantage of the alleged services provided through the public education system. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, links to all the videos involving my son and his school district are in the pinned comment, as well as the description for this video. To bring you up to speed, Central Valley School District in Spokane County, Washington has decided to stop fulfilling their legal obligations to my son's individualized education program, also known as an IEP. The district is legally bound to provide the adaptive services, equipment, and integration plan laid out in his IEP. In March of 2020, the district canceled all in-person classes, and in doing so failed to provide many of the therapy services as well as the integration time required in Kellen's IEP. This fall, they tried to address his integration time with the general ed population. The district thinks virtual gym, along with other virtual general education classes, will fulfill their legal obligation to integrate Kellen. I got a news flash for you. Virtual classes don't work for most general education students, let alone special needs students who are in dire need of socialization. As a family, we took a stand, deciding we wouldn't just check boxes for the district in order to say they're fulfilling their legal obligations to Kellen. If we agree to what the district is proposing, we simply aren't being honest with ourselves or our son. As a result, the district has retaliated by starting to refuse Kellen entry to the school unless we as parents fill out a symptoms verification form. We're told the form is a necessity in order for the district to protect all the students and staff from infection of COVID-19. What do you think? Is this form really about protecting people or compliance?
Hello. Not doing very well. How about you? Oh yeah? That's good. What's going on?
So just checking in with you, see if you have the attestation form completed. Do you need one at all?
So, but I don't need one. What's the legal obligation for me to fill one out? I haven't been provided that.
Sure. Well, I know that the school district has some information for you. I don't know what's in there,
Right.
sir, but happy to provide that to you, what the school district has provided. Whether there's a legal obligation or not, I can tell you that, there's guidelines, there's protocols. Is that tied to an RCW or anything like that? Probably not, sir.
No, it's not.
Okay.
They can't provide it. That's why.
Okay, I understand.
So I don't have any obligation to do it.
I understand. And so, really we're just, we have the protocols in place. Protocols are in place really just to try to keep all of our students safe. And so, without the attestation form, we're not going to be able to let them come in today.
I understand that, but do you understand that there's, like I said, there's no legal obligation for that, but the school district does have a legal obligation to provide education to my
I
son,
understand that. Yeah.
and they are not fulfilling their legal obligation through the IEP. So, I guess that's the issue. And
I get it, and I don't.
I,
Sorry,
under,
don't have the
I understand
reason
that,
for-
Brian, but you're the one that's out here refusing my son
I
today.
understand.
So you've taken the position of being with the state and denying the rights of my son. So now, we're getting the ball rolling on legal action. So now, if you're out here included in this, then you will be included.
Well, that's
This is
fine.
a violation of USC Title 18, Section 242. I'm sure you're aware of that.
Sure. No, I'm aware.
Are you aware? Does the district plan on providing like accommodations for him? Like they keep telling me they're transitioning him to virtual. I mean, it's intellectually dishonest to say that physical therapy can be provided virtually. So I mean, that's my point. And so all this stuff is being done. The school is still receiving money from the federal government because of his disability to pay for the services that they are now not providing. So this is getting into fraud. This is all kinds of things.
So, Corey, I understand. I understand your position. I respect your position. We're just following the guidelines and protocols that we have in place. And so, that's all different.
I would appreciate it. It would be nice if some of these people like yourself, I know you're the security and enforcement, in charge of that, not necessarily the education, but it would be nice if people that are being paid to actually facilitate the education would stand up to these orders, because they're not orders. They're not even orders. Everyone I've contacted sames they're recommendations.
They're recommendations, they're guidelines. Correct.
So you guys, that's what I'm saying though, and so you're part of it, and rather than standing up to it and saying, hey, so here's another thing, I guess. So they've said that one of the options they've given me is to verbally answer that. So I guess I don't see how that helps at all, because there's no proof unless I record it or you guys record my answers. There's no proof that I verbally answered that. So it's just the same as me not turning in a form and not answering it. You guys could just as easily say, like I suggested at the very beginning, if I'm bringing him to school, he's good to go. And they've refused that, and they insist that I at least do verbal. But like I said, that's just checking a box. It's not providing any safety. All this is just checking a box, all of it, literally.
So Corey, I get it, understand it. It doesn't change the situation today. And it sounds
should.
But it sounds like you're pursuing it the correct way, right? You take a stand, you're pursuing it through a court action or whatever that case may be.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have to. It doesn't cost. I'm going to have to come after each one of you individually as individuals rather than the district. I'm going to have to do both, because it costs everyone else who's already paying for these buildings and your salary and their salaries. If I come after the district, it costs them more money, all these people. And it's you guys that need to be held accountable. I respect you. We've had a little bit of a relationship in the past. I respect you. I wish that you would stick up for the people.
I understand your position. So,
all right.
You're going to be election today. You're going to
just take it back. Don't worry about leaving it there.
No. Okay.
No sense in leaving it out here.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
Right. Okay. Well, good luck on.
Right. Hey, one thing I just real quick wanted to say, like the enforcement guy that's here.
Yeah.
I know you guys have protocols, probably where he's supposed to be stationed and all that. But especially when it's just the special needs kids, is it like a policy that he has to be wearing his bulletproof vest and like the 3 magazines in there?
They're employed by the sheriff's office, and so they're following the sheriff's office.
Even the enforcement, like the one that says CVSD enforcement.
Yeah, so they're not armed, they're not wearing bulletproof vests. They have vests on. They have carriers. They have their first aid kits on it. It's got their phones. It's got their radio.
All right.
But they're
Okay.
not armed.
Okay, I appreciate it. It looked like he had like 3 magazines in there one day. That might have been his first aid kit or something like that.
But they're not armed.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. That's good.
Okay. Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Brian. Have a good day.
Okay.
Good morning. Just gonna go through a formality, I guess.
I understand. Me too.
I get it, man. All right, so
you know,
the district
gas
is,
station,
yeah,
yeah,
the
they haven't
district
changed.
isn't anyone gonna send anyone home with us to facilitate his learning?
They have not changed their position,
Okay.
their guidelines, or protocol.
All right, well, I mean, even the guideline of the protocol, but we've even pointed out to them if they want to do virtual learning with him, I mean, we can't do that unless they send an aide or somebody to facilitate it, so
I understand.
that's why we can't do that. I know you don't have anything to do with
I
that,
know,
but
so I understand.
all right, well,
So no attestation today. You don't want the.
nah,
paperwork
I don't want any of their hardware.
Okay. Very good. Corey, have a great weekend.
You too, Brian.
All right, take care, and we'll hopefully some things will get resolved.
I think I'll have some paperwork on Monday to drop off when I
Okay.
come, so.
Okay. Very good.
All right.
Okay. Thanks.
Have a good day,
All right,
Brian.
take care.
Thanks for supporting my channel and work. Links to all the platforms you can find Questionable Authority on are in the description below. And there's lots of ways to help me grow and dedicate more time to this channel. Of course, links to PayPal, Dash, Bitcoin, and others are listed. But you don't have to part with your capital to support me. There are ways like downloading the privacy-minded Brave browser using my link below and using it for 30 days, or sign up for a new Hive or Steam account and earn cryptocurrency for yourself for doing what you already do on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and at the same time, I'll earn crypto for your upvotes and comments.